Hello and welcome to our 5 minutes with Ekaterina live as it is. Right now I'm going to meet Moses, who has been living in Ukraine for 11 years, studying medicine here, and we are going to talk about racism, safety, and life in Dnipro for expats. Stay tuned and let's learn the answers together.
My name is Moses Kumberai, and I'm from Zimbabwe. And I came to Ukraine in 2011, and I studied medicine. I did my bachelor's, and then now I'm actually doing my master's.
So you came
Yes.
to Ukraine to study as a doctor.
Yes, I came to study as a doctor.
And what is your plan? Do you want to work here as a doctor or do you want to come back?
No, I don't want to work here. I want to go back and work at home. Yes, it was always my plan that I will study here and then I have to go and treat people back at home. When I started, I was in Crimea. So in 2014, during the war, that's when I went home and then I came to Dnipro.
If it's safe to come here as a tourist, what do you think?
Yes.
Like for foreigners?
Well, absolutely, it's absolutely safe. I believe that it's absolutely safe. I've been here for many years, and of course, there've been. I've had one or two issues, but they are not really big issues. I've never encountered any sort of death or very threatening situation. So I think it's safe. And most of my friends, they've been here also a long time. They are all okay. So I think it's safe.
So you've been here for 9 years. Did you fight a single time here?
No, I've never been in any single fight.
So you can live here and you don't go to nightclubs, to such places. So have you been in any nightclub?
Yes,
or like...
but when back then when I was still doing my bachelor's, there were times that I went to the nightclub. But right now I no longer go to the club. It's been years since I last went to a nightclub. But even when I went there, the issue is, I think it's like in any other country, when people are drinking, when people are smoking, there always tends up to be misunderstandings and fights. So I think it's not different from any other country where people are drinking and smoking. Yeah.
I have students who ask me, and they ask me about the racism in Ukraine, and it's like I'm a white girl living in 100% white environment.
Yes.
Being here so different because you're obviously different. We have the monocultural environment here in Dnipro, and being so different. How do you feel about people? Like when people look at you, do you feel like such looks strange? Because people do look strange at you. I know that because I'm a local. But how do you feel? Do you feel like this racism, or how do you feel about it? How do you feel here being so different?
Well, the thing is, how I feel is, obviously people are always going to be looking at me because there are not so many blacks here, and obviously when I came here, some of the white people here, they'd never seen a black person, so obviously they would just do like, there's a black person there. I think it's almost the same as if a white person comes to Zimbabwe. Obviously, people are just going to be staring. And about racism, it's very difficult to tell. I don't know whether sometimes you get into a situation, it's hard to tell whether someone is doing something because of the fact that I'm black or because they're generally not a nice person.
Yeah, they're mean. Sometimes people just mean. Sometimes
it's kind of difficult to tell. But generally, I think, like in all other countries, there is some racism, but it's not as bad as people outside there who are not here think. Because when I first came here, people were saying, there's a lot of racism there. There's a lot of tribalism. But when I came here, it's not here in Ukraine. It's not that bad. There have been instances, of course. But as I told you, it's hard to tell when someone is just being mean or someone is being racist. But because some people are generally just mean.
There was a group of people who called themselves skinheads. Have you met any of such people? Have you met any of skinheads now, or like targeting especially you, or at night? You're living in very not safe area actually. This is not safe area at all.
Yeah.
So do you feel like in the evening you can go back home and it will be fine? You wouldn't see this man in boots?
I've never encountered them, but I have encountered. But most of the people that I've seen, they were like maybe high school children that were just being, showing off. But I've actually never met a skinhead in person. No.
Yeah, if your best friend is going to visit Dnipro, what would you tell?
Dnipro is a pretty cool place, and there are a lot of beautiful parks. And especially in the last 2 years, I can see a lot of development. Like the parks, they're being renovated, they're being even made more nice. So yes, I think. And there's the Aqua Park, the water park. It's pretty cool as well. Obviously, there's Bartolomeo Resort. It's also nice.
And what about the food? Is it easy for you to get used to the local food?
Well, it's very difficult to get used to the food. Yeah, especially like in restaurants. It's it's just different. It's just different compared to Zimbabwe or compared to food in Africa. Because here they're definitely less spicy food. Or in Zimbabwe, it's not spicy. It's just average, not that spicy. But you adjust. After some time, you can just adjust. You can get used to it. So, yeah.
And what is the food you can eat in Ukraine? What is your not favorite? I got it. It's not spicy. We don't eat spicy food at all in this country.
But in terms of healthy eating, I actually like the food here. There's bosh, like the food is just healthy. Because most food here I've seen is they don't fry. It's not fried. It's not that too much fatty. So I think it's pretty healthy eating. And my favorite food here, I would say, let me see. Pizza.
When you came here, you were in the Russian language program. 11 years ago, probably they didn't taught you Ukrainian, and you speak some Russian.
Yes, we did Russian.
Which languages do you know? What is your native language?
My native language it's called Shona. It's only in Zimbabwe. And I know Shona, English, and a little bit of Russian.
Okay, let's try a little bit of Russian.
Хорошо.
Okay, so как тебя зовут?
Меня зовут Moses.
И сколько тебе лет?
28.
Как давно ты в Днепре?
6 лет назад.
Ты приехал в Днепр 6 лет назад. Какая твоя любимая погода в Украине?
Я люблю это winter.
Зиму? Я люблю зиму.
Да, потому что когда зим, я спать много.
Ты можешь спать?
Нету клуб, нету пати, только дома сидит, учит. Да.
Ну, у вас не бывает так холодно?
Да.
Никогда. В Зимбабве никогда нет зимы?
Нет. Чуть-чуть. Нет. Это когда в Зимбабве, когда очень холодно, это 5-4 degrees.
Градусов, да, это 4-5 градусов. Okay, thank you for being with us today.
No, it's no problem. Well, thank you for asking me the hard questions.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and we hope to meet you very soon. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
That's all for today. I hope you liked the episode. Don't forget about your like, and if you can, please support the channel on Patreon. If not, click subscribe and hit the bell button so you wouldn't miss the next episodes. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to meet you very soon. Goodbye for now.